So here's problem 8 on the assignment, which is problem 1-47 from your textbook. And at first it seems pretty straightforward. You just plug it in your calculator and do your calculation. But remember, it stresses to you, you have to give the right number of significant figures. So the first thing to note is that this is a division problem, and the rule for multiplication and division is that we express our answer to the same number as significant figures as the, well, just the one with the fewest number of significant figures is what determines the number of significant figures in the answer. Now this clearly has 5 significant figures, and the question is about this one. Does it have 4 or does it have 2? And the answer is 2. There's no decimal point here. Therefore, our agreement is that we assume that those zeros are estimates, and this answer has 2 significant figures, and that's what your answer has. Now, it's going to be quite a large number, but that's all you do is put in your calculator and divide. And remember, you've got to put these kind of numbers into the calculator correctly. You have to use the EXP button or the EE button to enter scientific notation. We'll go over that in class. I realize we haven't talked about that, so I'll make sure everybody's using their calculator right. But that's the idea, just to enter it into your calculator and get the answer, and then round it to 2 significant digits. Just to follow through here, when I put this into my calculator, what I come out with, I get an answer that is 1.48, and then it's 317.6540, and that is times 10 to the 30th. Now all we have to know is that there's 2 significant figures in our answer. So that is the third. We round right there. This becomes 1.5 times 10 to the 30th as the answer to this problem when expressed to the right number of significant digits. Now I'm going to just skip over problem 9 here because it's scientific notation. You've done that. All we're doing is moving that 1, 2, 3 places. So that becomes 3.45. Now a small number became a larger number. That means it's a negative exponent. We moved it 3 places. So that would be the answer to this one. Now this one though, select the best answer to the calculation. Again, one, you just have to put into your calculator once you realize how many significant figures there are in the answer. So this one has 3 significant digits. This one only has 2 significant digits. So the answer, once we do the multiplication to this problem, 1.11 times 10 to the 3rd times 3.0 times 10 to the 2 can only have 2 significant digits. So what comes out of the calculator is 3.33, and then lots of zeros, times 10 to the 5th, but only 2 significant digits in the answer. We've got to cut it there. So the correct answer is 3.3 times 10 to the 5th. Again, same situation here. We've got number with 2 significant figures, one with 4 significant figures. Do the division in your calculator and then round to the correct number of significant digits. So what comes out of the calculator here turns out to be 1.99269 and so on times 10 to the minus 23rd. We can only have 2 significant digits. That means this is where we cut off. That rounds up, and this becomes 2. But you have to put the 0 there to get the right number of significant figures as your answer. And that's problem 11.